Hello, Navo Nation, and good afternoon. I am Margaret Brown, and I will be your host for today's live video. Hopefully, later on this week, you'll hear from other members of the Navo Nation. And today, I just wanted to talk to you about day 5 of our amazing Navo WBC 2020. So, as you know, last week was our what we call the live programming of our event. And that's where we had our keynotes and our live sessions. And now we have established a extended version of the WBC, just kind of to, counteract everything that's happened this year and how we are not able to be together. Now this extended programming has not only given you extra programming, but it's also given additional networking opportunities. And so we had an awesome time networking this afternoon, and I'm loving the energy of the networking piece of all of this. And I have spoke to several of you who have also shared that sentiment. And so today I wanted to show you this part of the environment because I had not shown this to you yet. So this is our auditorium, is what you're seeing on screen. And so this is where all of our attendees have been accessing all of the programming. So by clicking on the auditorium, they then see our presenting sponsor, Bank of America, who has welcomed us to the auditorium, followed by a banner with our theme, as well as with our other amazing partners and sponsors. And once they click on the auditorium, they'll navigate to the program. So like we have programming still this coming Thursday. And on Thursday, once these sessions are, they're ready to go, the attendee will simply hit join, and then they will be directed to that room. So it's been a lot of fun. We're going to be hearing from Facebook and Instagram on Thursday. And we have Ann Friedman, who will be talking about speaking. And so we have a lot to look forward to. And then again, we will do networking and matchmaking at the end of the day on Thursday. And so this has just been the format. It's been a lot of fun, very easy to navigate. And then we have our on-demand programming. So the on-demand programming, we have the one-page business plan and all of the next gen track information and all the wonderful sessions. That was a phenomenal day. If you remember, that happened the week before WBC. And our attendees, what they're liking, and I've actually received some personal messages from people saying, I'm so glad I was able to go back, can actually go back and watch the sessions that they've already seen or access the sessions that they weren't able to see. And so that's what's really interesting about this new format that we established for 2020 is that like never before, you've never had that option. You either pick one track or the other, and that's it. So I'm really excited. And from someone who really has to be on their toes all of WBC, I'm especially excited that I can go back to some of these sessions and actually enjoy them and watch them. So thank you, Navo. So later on this week, probably Thursday, maybe Friday, I will also be giving you the information you need to participate in the WBC now that it will be completed. So, of course, there was, registration. We've been doing registration for months, but we will be doing an on-demand where you can see this after the fact. Of course, the networking events won't be happening, but you'll have access to all the amazing workshops. And if you tap any of your Navo sisters or people who did attend, I'm sure they are going to tell you there were sessions that were life-changing. So the events that I was able to go to, I really got some amazing information for business and life and just tons of resources. So definitely take a look at that. You'll also have the opportunity to walk through our exhibitor booths. Now, there's something about the exhibitor booths that you need to know. This is not your an exhibitor booth where you're basically picking up a brochure, grabbing a mint, and walking away. Our exhibitors have really exhibited their expertise in the way that they've given us amazing info. And I just want to give you a couple of instances. So Bank of America gave very specific, awesome tips on avoiding a cash flow crunch. And my time in any mastermind or workshop or a small group with other women business owners, one of the number one frustrations and things that keep them up at night is cash flow. And Bank of America gave us information on some really great tips that we can implement today in our business. So let's, this is stuff, it's like we can get all the information, but we need to apply it. And I get that. So like for me, I am going to tell myself, I'm taking 3 things from the WBC and I'm actually going to practice application. And so I haven't, what's the word? I haven't nailed the 3 things that I'm going to be moving forward with because there's a lot. But I will make 3 commitments to myself. And maybe that's a challenge that we can do for each of us. Dell has tech tools to make sure that you have a secure virtual office. So we don't want to be that company that has a breakdown of security. That is not where we want to be in our business. Wells Fargo has a video on ways to adapt and rebuild a small business. And I know that that's super vague, but if you watch the video, again, you will get takeaways that you can implement into your business right away. And from what I can tell too, it's not just the micro business, it's a small business. It is there are nuggets there for each one of us individually. And then of course, UPS, if you are now is your time. And so if you stop by their booth, you can absolutely have access to that and be guided through that as well. And of course, H&R Block, who also has a booth, has tax tips that you can save for tax time. And who doesn't need that? Facebook has a booth as well. And Facebook has an amazing resource library for small business owners. And, I'm all about digital marketing. And I will tell you that Facebook has an amazing component to their business where you can learn how to do these things on your own, or have your team member or your assistant or your marketing person go and learn from Facebook how to utilize Facebook for your business. So stop by their booth as well. Frost Brown Todd. Take a look they're a partner of ours. I like to know who our partners are. I like to know who the people are that stamp their name next to Navo's. And so how are they advancing women's leadership? And you can find out in their booth. Verizon, all of their communication tools with a new implementation of 5G and how that impacts your business and mine. Goldman Sachs. So Goldman Sachs was inside of the chat and they were encouraging us to apply, encouraging our members to apply. So we have representatives who are ready to answer your questions and engage. And I am going to tell you right now that there was a member who attended Jacksonville, and they had actually applied for the Goldman Sachs in their town and never received a call back. But because they were at the WBC and they connected with the on-site Goldman Sachs rep, the Goldman Sachs rep was able to make a personal connection between our member and the on-site Goldman Sachs person to at least have that person have a touch point with someone to get their feedback on their application or get reevaluated. And it was just awesome to hear that because they attended WBC, they were able to have that extra level of service. So this is what I'm talking about. Go through, not only enjoy the aesthetic of the exhibit hall, but really seek to learn something and to see what our exhibitors have given in their time, in their resources, and their energy. So I hope that speaks to you. And thank you to everyone in the comments. Thank you for the extra programming. Yes, Paula, you're so welcome. So excited about the extra programming. And yes, people are going to be catching up on the replay. Ron Ford says Navo rocks. Thank you, Ron. This was the perfect time to join Navo. Awesome, Amy. We're so glad to have you as a new member. It is a great time to join Navo. Thank you for recognizing that. And Ron is saying education, networking, and empowerment. Yes, that is Navo in a nutshell, right? So yes, Raul is, yes. Navo Los Angeles. Wonderful. Love it. Love it. Thank you all for stopping by this live. I want to say one more thing. As you know, Navo has an institute, the Navo Institute. And this is our fundraising arm for Navo. This is where we can really flex our power to say, hey, not only do we have this organization that supports women business owners to create this amazing network of women, to give them a place, a voice. I mean, you name it, we've got it here at Navo for women business owners. But we have the Institute where we can also say, well, now we're supporting women in the scaling of their company through programming. We're supporting women in the launching of their business through our programming. And in order to do all of that, Navo Institute is a nonprofit and we raise funds for the Institute. So I want to extend an invitation to you. If you or your family has seen the power of Navo in your business or has seen the power of Navo in someone else's business and knows what that can mean to another woman business owner, then, take a leap, give a donation, and whatever you're comfortable with, awesome. You can make a donation at navo.org, and I will make sure that the link is right here in the comments for you as well. And make a donation, and we will be doing a drawing. And of course, I don't have the beautiful photo, but I will also put that into the comments. The drawing will be for a Tory Burch tote bag, and the second place will be 7 of our signature scarves that are created by Suzanne Pease. I'm sure you know them all very well. You've seen people wear them. You admire them. You want them. Well, you could be the winner of 7 of them. And so I know that myself, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm really not. But I will tell you that my family loves Navo, and they do, on their own, feel compelled to donate to Navo because of the impact that Navo makes on women business owners. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate Navo and what it's done for so many of you. And Navo is just moving on, moving strong. And I am so grateful for all the feedback that we've received in these last 6 months of craziness. And how Navo has been a constant. And how Navo jumped on and was able to produce amazing programming with, the flip of a switch. Like, that is Navo. And it doesn't stop here. It only gets better. Every year, it just gets better. So thank you so much for your donations. I really, yes, Megan Harity, Navo has the best swag and prizes. Yes. I will tell you that our CEO, Jen Earl, really her in the top of front and center of her mind is to always bring the best to our membership and to our sponsors. And that is the heart of her, and that is the heart of the national board. I was just so taken back by how involved the national board was during the WBC, and they were so excited about all the speakers. And, you know, I just thought that it was so exciting to see that level of leadership participating with our members that are brand new to the organization, that don't even really understand what the difference is between our Navo Institute board and our Navo National board. And so I just am so excited about everything that's happening in our organization. I'll tell you, this has been a very exhausting time for all of us. And but being here with you, being able to go live with the Navo Nation is energizing to me. And I know how important it is to get these messages out. And so thank you so much for listening to me today. And again, I invite you to take a look at what you may have missed inside of our exhibit hall. And it's not to say, oh, all we care about is an exhibit hall. Absolutely not. But you just have so much here, so much to choose from as far as access and ideas and building relationships with other Navo members. This is an exciting time again. Our first exhibit hall that's been virtual. So anyway, thank you again for being here, and I will see you again later on this week, and have an awesome night, and good night.